I've been with Kawasaki since 2007, so 18 years. In our old building in Irvine, we had a museum, but it was kind of in a dark, dingy room, one door, no windows, and
Scary.
kind of scary. It really felt like it felt and smelled like a museum. So when we moved to this new building, we really wanted to open up the experience and just give a better experience, like when people come here and look at all of our heritage. So we wanted to create like an immersive walkthrough museum.
There's a long history with Kawasaki and what they bring to the table and all the development and everything involved with the new vehicles.
Yeah, I mean, innovation and performance we're no stranger to. It's pretty evident in everything that we do, from our Ninja motorcycles to our KX motorcycles to PWC, which is our jet ski. This was a 1972 Z1. For its time, it was pretty innovative and probably scary to a lot of people.
Yeah.
But this was one of Kawasaki's first real performance motorcycles, and it really set the stage for performance on two wheels for the industry as a whole. This is an untouched model. This one in particular has never run. This is the Ninja H2R motor. So the H2 designation is the common denominator here. And it signifies that the engine and the supercharger were designed and developed together. It wasn't an engine that we just slapped the supercharger on. It's like one whole organic unit that was designed and built together.
And they're not the same motor.
Not the same motor. They have some similarities in the way that they were designed and the way that they function.
I think people thought that you literally were taking the motorcycle motor and putting it in a UTV.
Right. It's different. They have actually a lot more freedom in a side-by-side than they do in a motorcycle. There's a lot of the same principles and some similar components, but the Teryx H2 was designed from the ground up with the knowledge that we have from our motorcycle side.
Super cool.
So the Rivermark you'll find on a lot of early Kawasaki motorcycles. Back in the 1800s, Kawasaki started as a shipbuilding company. And that Rivermark, it ties back to that history, and it's stylized kanji that means river. It's also a designation of products that are really at like the pinnacle of their performance. They're on our Ninja H2 models, they're on our supercharged jet skis, and they're on the Teryx 5 H2.
Joslyn, tell us about the H2 a little bit. It sounds like you guys are very committed to this space. I mean, obviously you brought a proven machine to the table here.
Yeah, absolutely. We are very committed to the high performance side-by-side space, and this was a huge step for Kawasaki. We have a lot of history in motorcycle and even PWC performance, and that was decades of knowledge and information that we've now put into the Teryx 4 and 5 H2.
Looking at some of those details, we were just walking around talking about the H2 platform and the motorcycle, but that crossing over into this, you guys have brought a lot of horsepower to the table.
It's not just about the power, but it's about the feeling and using the power. Absolutely. And that kind of combination makes something that's really confidence inspiring, and that applies to this machine and applies to so many other Kawasaki's.
I think this is something that you guys dove into and said, we are going to accomplish this, but what is the horsepower on this vehicle?
The horsepower, 250.
So it is the most horsepower that exists as of today.
Yes. Yeah.
That's exciting. Just looking at like some of the stuff here, you see these door panels, you see the seats, everything's just so dialed.
Yeah, it's the attention to detail, right? Because this is now the pinnacle of a high performance side-by-side. So we want it to also not just perform that way, but we want it to feel that way when you're sitting in it. So it's all of the details. It's the seats, it's the stitching in the seats, it's the door panels, it's the way the door handles feel when you open it up. It's funny because even though this is a brand new unit, it still feels like a Kawasaki when you get in it.
Yeah. Certainly lives up to the term that you guys have on the wall over here, built beyond belief.
Yeah.
It really looks good.